All right, we're all good. Hey, guys, we're going to start a little early here. I'm Kevin Pillishit in for Sean Webb. We're going to go live to both Craig Campbell and Jerry Neighbors live at Palm Desert High School as the first half is coming to a close in this rivalry game. So we're going to go to Palm Desert right now. Craig, what you got for us, bud?
Hey guys, so glad to be here. We're coming down with 18 seconds left. It is 20-3. La Quinta is versus Palm Desert High School here, and we're just coming out of the end zone. And you know, this game didn't look like it might have been close, but what's actually happened is there's just La Quinta has been bringing a lot of defense, a couple of big plays for Palm Desert, and this game would be a lot tighter. So they were threatening there at the very end to be able to score and make this a little bit tighter. But unfortunately, they threw an interception just with seconds to go. Big play on second down, and unfortunately, Palm Desert took over on downs. I mean, on that interception, and now pretty much running out the clock as you guessed it. You know what? This is so cool out here. We got the cheerleaders, we got dance, we got so much energy going on here. And we're really enjoying it. What's going on in the studio? What else is going on? Who else is playing?
Well, I've been kind of following this. We got some breaking news right before we went on the air that Sean and I both didn't know about, and that is Shadow Hills is not playing tonight. We were going to talk. We were going to go live for the Dungeon to get an update as well, but that game has been moved to tomorrow night. And Craig, you know, as the coach for so long that referees can be kind of a problem when there's a shortage, and when you add a pandemic, it can be kind of intriguing. So, from what we're understanding, I think this was kind of a logistics situation where Xavier and Shadow Hills could not get the game played tonight out at Shadow Hills. So we're pretty much focusing on Palm Desert. All right, what we got, bud?
I'm going to tell you that on that game tomorrow, they're going to have a flyover to the Palm Springs Air Museum. So they are going to have some special times. It's also going to be Shadow Hills, I believe, senior day. So a lot of action going to happen in that Saturday game, even though it was changed. So just wanted to let you know about that. Might be worth tuning in. Uh-oh, did we lose Kevin?
All right, maybe it's just the Craig and Jerry show right now.
The mark there.
Oh, there you go.
With halftime. Just talked to Jerry Neighbors, who happens to be the Palm Desert High School parent and the foundation president. Of course, this is the Desert Sands Educational Foundation halftime show, also presented by CoachellaValley.com. How are you, Jerry?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me here. It's an exciting game, and you know, La Quinta is, they're competing. They're doing a good job out here. You know, I just want to share that it's been a good game. You know, not too many penalties going on out there. Nobody hurt yet, which always makes me feel good as a mom on either side, which is great. And you know, our backup football, our quarterback is doing a fantastic job. Number 12, Brady, and he's been throwing passes. That one pass, long pass that Brock, number 35, caught, brought it in for a touchdown to get our first touchdown. And then threw it again gave it to Honey John for the Honey John show, where he brought it in for our second touchdown. Yeah, and our I tell you, our special teams and our PATs, our kickoff returns, they're all doing a great job on Palm Desert High School. Couldn't be more proud of them. So we're just kind of getting ready for our senior show over here and looking forward to the second half. If you can all see it. Oh, you guys are getting a little 411 on what La Quinta's doing over there. I see what's going on. Right now we have our dance out there doing halftime show.
Hey, we're going to show you how it works right here. A little live action. Look what I found out here. Televising. How you guys doing?
Here we are.
La Quinta, you know, really an incredible evening tonight. The cheerleaders out, and those stands are quite packed. What we learned is that each football player has 4 bands, and the cheerleaders themselves have a couple bands. So a little bit people in the stadium, but kind of cool. It's so neat to see you out here, and I'm so glad we got this technology going and watching an incredible game.
It is. It's a great game. I got to say, you know, La Quinta's bringing it. Their defense is holding on. Their offense is trying to move it down slowly. And not too many fouls, like I said earlier, on either side. So it's been, you know, the game's been moving along nicely. And then we had some really, our backup quarterback is holding his own. He's for Palm Desert throwing passes. That, both number 35, Brock, and our Honey John has driven it in. I got to say a special shout out to our special teams on Palm Desert doing a great job, both with our kickoff return, and our punts and all. They're really doing great. So it's been a good game.
You know, we talked to Shad Powers just before the game in our pregame show that we did live, and he let us know that the Palm Desert High School quarterback was injured in the last game, which we weren't really prepared for. And maybe that has created a little bit of tighter game out there. But you know what? This is the last game of the season, and what it is that all these seniors and others are really, this last time they have a chance to make the highlights, and everybody's putting it on the line tonight, and you can just see it, feel it, both on even the parents on each side, the fans. It is as close to a game that I've seen and felt tonight as ever, and it's been that way. It's been a long time coming. 16 months, before we played football.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's insane. But we're happy to be out here. Even if it was a short 5-game series, we're excited about the game here, and it's one of those unique experiences. And if we win tonight, all of our seniors have a last winning game. So, and the only other time you do that is when you win CIF.
There you go.
So
all
you're making
upside.
lemonades
there
out
you
of
go.
it, out of lemons.
Absolutely. And when I saw the senior 2021 ceremony before the game, really inspiring just to hear the kids and their just love for the family, the parents, their aspirations, what they want to do. It was funny. It was encouraging. It was motivating, and sounds like Palm Desert High School's got a lot of upside for it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we have, my son's a senior, so we've run with these boys throughout, since they were in kindergarten and up, and it's a special group of kids. They've formed a tight bond, with all this craziness that's been going on, and, that's the thing about another upside of pandemic is you're bonding more with your families, appreciating all the little things. When you don't really realize it. Now they realize it, when they see it, when they're spending so much time with each other. So all great things happening and unfolding out here on the field.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to go over to the cheer. I think it ended, but I'm going to go over there and see if we can show off that a little bit.
Sounds good, Craig.
Right, thank you. Bye. Hey, guys, I really appreciate you joining us for this halftime Desert Sands Educational Foundation show. 5th time that we've done it. Very cool. I know I've had a chance to be at Palm Springs, Shadow Hills a couple times. We also filmed at Indio, and now here at Palm Desert. Very privileged. Desert Sands Unified School District and Palm Springs Unified School District, and just giving us this access. So, hey, Kevin, are you there? What's going on? Well, I got Barry Long right here. It's just you and me, a halftime show. We're streaming live right now on Facebook, Desert Sands Unified School District. I think also maybe the Palm Desert High School Facebook page.
Yep.
And also the Educational Foundation. You've been watching this game. You and I did a little pre-broadcast and then really sitting in the sidelines and the end zone with unprecedented access just watching this game. What's your feeling about it?
It's all the mistakes that the King has made and the poor tackling that they've done. I still think that they're in this game. They just have to execute better. They have to just come out with a little bit more fire than they did in the first half. I think that Palm Desert is hitting its groove now. So I think that La Quinta will probably score 1 touchdown, but I think that Palm Desert's about to put their foot on the gas.
Some serious prognostications here by Barry Long. Of course, that's why I got him out here, bringing me a little bit of energy, helping us out, doing some filming, and of course, it takes a lot to cover these games. So, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys over here. And Kevin, let me know where you're at. I feel like I'm on an island here. There he is. Coming back.
Well, when you run a big halftime show like this, you bound to run into some bugs, and we had some major malfunctions here.
I just wanted to show these platforms here. They've been really going for it all night long. Really entertaining the crowd out here, which has become quite large, to be honest.
Hey, gotta love our friends at Desert Sands Unified School District for opening up, as Riverside County in the state of California obviously have loosened the restrictions on the COVID protocols over the last couple of weeks. It's great to see them acknowledge that, and Desert Sands Unified School District allowing more family and fans to come out to this game, especially with a game that means so much to the community. How much do these rivalry games, especially this year, mean to this community?
Well, flag game. I mean, look at this. We got flag games, bell games. Everybody's got tradition. And this game's traditionally very tight. There's just something about these rivalries. And everybody loves a Friday night competition. We got one right here, guys. It's 20-3. The game is within reach. And, we saw an early muffed fumble that could have turned into something dangerous, and you just never know. Last week, I interviewed Nephi Garcia, one of the assistant coaches from Palm Springs, and he reminded me that ball is not round. I mean, it's not sure how it can bounce.
He is Craig Campbell. He is the founder, the creator, the owner, the operator, the president of CoachellaValley.com. I think he by far has the coolest name for the Coachella Valley when you have that going for you. And of course, we're streaming live on his platform. We want to say thank you to Craig. And Craig, one of the traditions of this game, and maybe it died with the Dan Armstrong era, but one of the traditions of this game was this one being played at Palm Desert was La Quinta practiced at La Quinta and then came over to the game just before kickoff. Are they sticking with that tradition, or did that kind of just die off with
not
COVID?
At all. In fact, no, not at all. They didn't show up at all. In fact, Palm Desert was out there for, it felt like an hour. And we weren't really sure. Barry and I really wasn't sure at all what was going on. And then we talked to Shad. I actually did an interview with him, and he reminded us that this gamesmanship been going on a long, long time. And no, they showed up literally. There was 11 minutes to go on the clock, and the buses were pulling up. But you know what? They got the game started on time. So they must have stretched out on that bus, those hamstrings, and got themselves warmed up and then came on over. So that tradition's live and just brings a little bit of drama and fun to the flag game.
Gotta love it. Of course, when they have one of their own as the head coach, of course, we're talking about Patrick Rivenis, a.k.a. Bubba. I get to call him that because he's friends with my brother. But, hey, real quick, Craig, because I'm trying to get some of the updates from some of the other games, but with a lot of the Desert Sands games not being played tonight or within an earshot of the Coachella Valley, I did get this update, though, from Ron Shipley, and it sounds like it is Indio 43-0 at the half. I hope I have that right. So
now, who are they
big
playing
game.
tonight?
They're playing the Wildcats at 29 Palms. So I will confirm that, but he did text me that just a couple of moments ago. Real quick though, we had breaking news from earlier this afternoon, and this involves the Aztecs, but not football. Can we talk a little golf for a moment?
Oh, yes. I just want to give a shout out to the band members behind us, Palm Desert High School.
Oh, yes.
They were playing a little bit earlier. Heard that drum corps from in the parking lot when I came in here a little bit earlier. They've been enjoying the game. Check it out. How you guys doing? You guys been having a good time? You're live on Facebook. Just say hi if you want. How's it going?
And that's kind of cool. That is actually one element of Friday Night Lights that has been missing from
live on Facebook, halftime show, Desert Sands Unified School District. Just showing off a few of these guys right here. You know what? What was interesting? I want to show this right here. See this?
Go, of course.
Tuba. They're playing those with their masks. Every single instrument.
That's incredible.
Saxophone, percussion, everybody playing through their mask, including those big tubas. So
that is.
So here's the man that makes it all happen, all the magic. There we go. We're just showing off your wonderful band. There you go.
And that is something that's been sorely missed from the sidelines of the Friday Night Lights football fields this year has been the band, and I'm glad to see the Aztec band out there performing. I thought I heard it in the television earlier in the half. I was like, nah, that's got to be that's got to be them playing it through the loudspeakers. But no, got a live band at Aztec Field.
And you know what? Highly separated. Really couldn't. They're way off on the track. Probably a good 40 yards actually from the end of the end zone. But I just want to show them off a little bit. Let's go back to what you were about to do.
I was just going to say real quick, guys, I'm trying to get some of the updates from some of the other games going on around the Coachella Valley. I know we have Cathedral City and DHS and Palm Springs and Rancho. Of course, our friends at Palm Springs Unified. And I think Coachella is out of town from CV Unified. But let's talk about the big story involving the Aztecs today, not on the gridiron, but on the links. A 22-year record came to an end, 22-year win streak in league play for the Lady Aztecs of Palm Desert High School as the Xavier Saints defeated the Palm Desert Aztecs.
26.
What do you think about?
Did you say 26?
22 years. 22 years in girls golf.
I mean, it might as well be 26 years. Wow, that's incredible. What a changing of the guard there for Xavier. Their sport program since the beginning of when they began, they always had high aspirations, and they always saw themselves as being competitive, and they're showing their medal. That is breaking news.
Well, I have our boss calling right now, but I'm Sean. If you're watching, good news. I'm back on the air. So Sean was trying to come save the day for us. I'll have to give him a call. Where are we at on time before we get this second half kicked off?
So it looks like for us, it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds before halftime. I do see La Quinta in the end zone getting warmed up. I have not seen Palm Desert come out as of yet. So they're going to finish strong, doing a little bit of coaching maybe inside. And La Quinta's already out here getting stretched out and warmed up. So we're going to have 20-3 out here at Palm Desert High School where they're hosting La Quinta. And as we already know, Palm Desert High School has won the Desert Empire League championship really as of the game when they beat Rancho Mirage just a little bit ago, but still competitive, still making highlights. And this game is not over yet, Kevin.
Yeah. I agree. And is there what have you seen? Because like I said, you have some coaching kind of experience in your resume. What does Palm Desert need to continue to do? What are the keys to the second half? What does La Quinta or Palm Desert need to continue to do? What's La Quinta need to do to answer back?
So really, La Quinta's going to have to take a lot more chances on offense. They're not going to be able to play conservatively on first down, which they've been running a lot. It's become a bit predictable. Do a little play action, I think, early. Palm Desert's done a great job of really just spreading out the field and really working the big holes up the middle. I think they have a bigger line and ultimately just a bigger team, and that could come into play. So they're going to continue to pound that ball and then play some crossing plays and throw the ball on some conservative near the sideline type of plays where we're not, looking at interceptions across the middle. So you're going to see a very tight game, I think, on Palm Desert side as they open up, spread it out, run it quite a bit, and need to see La Quinta get loose. They're going to have to throw that ball. And you know what? We don't have a lot of wind out here, so you never know. Something could happen exciting. We have seen a couple of good runs by La Quinta and some passes. So if they could put it together, put a little pressure on Palm Desert, this game could become quite exciting.
Want to say thank you so much to Craig Campbell and Jerry Neighbors for standing in for me as we had some technical difficulties back here at the Prep Sports Net studio. Of course, I'm Kevin Pillow, host of the Prep Sports Net. You can find us on Facebook. Of course, him, or actually that way I guess you'd say, would be Craig Campbell. You can find him on CoachellaValley.com. It's the flag game, La Quinta, Palm Desert. It's a border war between those two schools. It dates back to the late 90s. And I know they take a lot of pride. I know a few years ago, after so many years of being dominated by La Quinta, Palm Desert took such pride at hanging that flag up in the gym, and then La Quinta won it back, and now it's been in proud ownership of the Aztecs for the last few years. So, Craig, any closing remarks before we turn it back over to the live action there?
Not at all. I'm glad that Sean was able to take a break, and Kevin, that you were able to be with us and stand in. And you've been a part of the show. We're looking forward, really to setting up for fall and so much more. What a great opportunity we've had to deploy this cutting edge technology out here, split screen, out here using Wi-Fi, using phones, and in studio, just so that you guys can enjoy it. Hey, Coachella Valley fans and educational foundations, let us know if you have any questions, because I know some of you will be watching this after the fact, and put the questions in the comments, and we'll definitely follow up and put any websites and information that we might see that might go along with what we've been showing. And if you guys have any questions, like I said, make sure you put them in the comments and we'll definitely respond. So. Yeah,
I appreciate it. And again, a shout out to the Director of Community Engagement and Education Foundation, Sean Webb, who couldn't be here this evening. He is gave the keys to the kingdom to me and Craig, and also want to say thank you to Jerry Neighbors and all the other guests that joined us this evening. And real quick before we close, Craig, who was the gentleman that was with you? Again, we were having some audio difficulties here in the studio. Who was the gentleman that was with you?
Barry Long joining me for CoachellaValley.com as well. He's still hanging out. Been working with me pregame all day, and just been enjoying being able to be having this unprecedented access and talking football during this game. Right now behind me, Palm Desert has come back out and they're warming up. As you can see, the clock is at 1:20 But let me just show you. It's kind of fun.
And while we show the Aztecs warming up on the field, I do want to send a special thank you personally to Mr. Campbell there. Craig and Sean to kind of tag team together in this relaunch, this post-distance learning, so to speak, relaunch of Desert Sands Unified School District and in-person learning. They've done a great job at promoting it and bringing reassurance to the community and to the families that have chosen to go back into in-person learning. We wish all the best of luck to all the students as we continue this conclusion of the 2020-2021 school year. But again, so much praise goes to Craig and Sean for the ease of transition. I know that you guys were out there at some of the schools when they reopened, and I think stuff like this with the halftime show and kind of, like you said, using this cutting edge technology, something good came out of the quarantine with this new stuff, and we are very, very grateful for it. But grateful for you and Sean, Craig, for again getting in there and making bringing light in what has been a dark 12 months and kind of promoting these kids going back to school.
Been our privilege, and we want to thank all you guys as well. It's a big love fest and a big thank fest. I do really, really appreciate it. And we want to thank the fans, Coachella Valley, that have been so supportive of this great brand and following and just helping us continue to grow. So tell your friends about what we're doing. Share the link. Make sure you stream this on your favorite streaming device. Guys, you can hit Smart View and stream it to your television. It's a lot of fun. Give it a try.
Yeah, I got this huge studio. I'm watching the game right now as they go to the sidelines. I'm watching you, Craig. Again, as we close here, go to CoachellaValley.com for all the latest information about the goings-on around the Coachella Valley, as well as the Desert Sands Education Foundation Facebook page, Twitter page, and YouTube page to get the latest information. And I hope that Sean brings this back in the fall. This is week 5. This is the last week of this spring football season, and I look forward to the big
full-fledged... Hey, Kevin, we got a kickoff. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm going to show it to you. I'm just going to turn around. You might as well watch it. It's coming right out.
Why not? We'll close that halftime show with the way we start the second half. Big kickoff.
Right
it will be
Here we go.
The Blackhawks kick it to the Aztecs.
Right at the middle. There we go, guys.
And there we go. That is how we will close out halftime. Craig Campbell, thank you so much. CoachellaValley.com. Check out over there. Again, Sean Webb, who couldn't be here with us tonight, the Director of Community Engagement and Education Foundation. Go support that organization.
Did a great job, my friend.
Involved there at the bottom, text DSEF to technical difficulties again. So we will see you later. Thanks, Craig, and we will see you in the fall for the next Friday Night Lights.
See you later.